Hi, this is Margaret Risher with the Anime Club here at Charlton State. This is the 5th video in a series of videos about bullying and harassment. We're answering some questions that were posed to us. This question is sensitive. I will tell you that now. There isn't any way to really sugarcoat this. So I'm going to be very blunt and to the point. Because I have some strong opinions here. Question is do you feel that men are equally susceptible to harassment as women and other genders? If so, why do you think there's so much said about it? First off, I think all genders are susceptible equally to bullying. I've seen my boys be harassed and bullied just because of who they were. I've been bullied because of who I am. I've seen friends that are transgender or gender neutral also be subjects to harassment and bullying. I think that bullying and those that do harassment and bullies, they really don't care about gender. They just are mean and equal opportunity offenders. They will bully and harass anybody. Why do I think that there's not much said about this? It comes by the result of what happens to people getting bullied, really. When people are victims of bullying growing up, they learn defense mechanisms. And so when they face bullying in what should be a safe environment, it's like a convention, they are normally going to react in the way they have taught themselves to survive through it. They will be quiet, and some will be quiet and meek, and will try to avoid the person that has harassed them, and try to enjoy the rest of the con. Others will convince themselves that they must have misunderstood the harassment or the person doing the bullying, and this is normally reinforced by their friends who, without thinking about it, help the person that has been bullied, create this little safe bubble around themselves. Others will leave the con and not return because sometime back in their past they made a decision that if they are in a safe place and they are bullied and harassed, they will leave that place because they do not want bullying and harassment as an active part of their life anymore. And when this happens to somebody that's a convention goer, they get harassed by somebody in the con, a judge on cosplay, other cosplayers, or an artist. What these people do is they pick up their stuff, they walk out the door, and they never return. And the convention chairs and the convention staff is none the wiser. Then you have the next set of people, and that's people like me, that were taught to stand up to bullies. And we'll say our piece, and if that doesn't work, we will inform the people working the convention that this is going on. Now, men, a lot of times, also will say nothing about bullying because they think it will make them appear weak. And so they just stuff it, and they act like nothing's going on. Or they'll start getting mad at their friends, or just snippy. And the biggest thing with men is men do not like to talk about what affects them emotionally. So they don't vent it out. And they actually become really, 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 really somber. And almost jaded because of it. I think I need to say that convention staff should know how to recognize the signs of harassment. And they need to have something in place that if somebody needs to talk, they have a safe place in which to do so. So that this stuff can be vented so the convention can be a nice, safe place for everybody. But, yeah. As I said, I think all genders are susceptible to harassment. All of them are. And at a convention, I think there should be no tolerance. And if you don't like somebody because they're not male or female, because they're transgender or they're gender neutral, dude, go get a life. You know, people are who they are. And you should just like people because they're people. We need to be able to realize that people are going to be who people are. And life is a lot easier when you're not judging them, when you're accepting them for being who they are. So that's really all I have to say on this subject. Outside of, if you are the subject of harassment, talk to somebody about it. If you're still at home, talk to a parent. Talk to your best friend. If you're still in school, high school, college, talk to a counselor. If you're out of school, call a hotline if you need to, but talk to somebody about it. Because the alternative of not talking to somebody about it is terminal. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. Food for thought. Don't harass people. It's not nice. It hurts them. Okay, till next time. Bye. Camera off. Okay, long ending because I can't operate my phone.